I have to be honest. I didn't know he was coming back. Like I think it kind of snuck up on me where it's like, oh, Ja, when's he coming back? Tonight. I went, oh, okay. He had 34, first game back from his suspension. They were down 24 points, and then he hit the game winner as time expired. By the way, they keep a stat for everything. His 34 points were the most in league history by a player coming back from an absence of at least 25 games. Okay.
Woo! Ow! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! This is the stat of the day!
Now, it didn't say coming back from a suspension of 25 or more games. It just said coming back from an absence. So it could have been an injury, and then they're going to ease you back in. Ja's not injured. He had this to say. Well, here's the question, and then Ja Morant's answer.
Ja running off the floor, someone caught you on camera saying, I keep receipts.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? And secondly, what was your meeting?
I feel like it's self-explanatory. Yeah, I remember everything that was said.
And secondly, what was the meeting with Commissioner Silva like? Pretty
much just, a cordial meeting. He was basically telling me, he was excited to, be able to have me back playing. Told me to say, enjoy the moment. And just, stay locked in. I actually, plan on talking to him more often, even though I'm back playing, just to, continue to build that, relationship with him.
Yeah, I think you want to say, by choice, I plan on talking to the commissioner a whole lot more. You don't want to just leave that out there. And unfortunately, I plan on talking to him a lot. Also, if it's self-explanatory, then why was the question asked about keeping receipts? Yes, Eden.
By the way, I don't know, not to nitpick here, but I don't know if you're a dude who got in a bunch of trouble for waving guns around all over the place. Your first big soundbite shouldn't be, yeah, I remember what all of you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody had a problem with Ja on the court. It's Ja off the court. And we want him on the court. And I think there were a lot of people with cautionary tales with Ja Morant. So if he wants to have a chip on his shoulder and wants to make this about the media, go ahead. You wouldn't be the first and you won't be the last. But this is all about you, not about us, because I didn't read much or hear much where anybody said negative things about when Ja Morant is on the court. It was, Ja, you're throwing away your career. Ja, you need to have some help around you. Yes, Eden.
Yeah, I mean, were there people that were like, get this guy out of the league, he shouldn't deserve to play? I don't know. Maybe there were.
There may be.
Maybe there might have been.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just seem to be like, it wasn't about like people tearing him down. It was more people commenting, trying to get him to not tear himself down.
Yes. Yeah. But in his mind, and who knows what's in there, he might feel like the victim here. People picking on me. It's not a big deal what I did. And that's why I kept receipts. I was surprised that was his response. I thought he would be a little bit more humble. Hey, I'm thankful to be back. I love basketball. I'm appreciative to a commissioner who was enabling me to come back and play. I played pretty well, felt a little rusty, whatever. I mean, ease into this. It's not. He's like, hey, I kept receipts. Good. What does that mean? Marvin, you have a problem with Ja keeping receipts, or at least telling us he's keeping receipts?
What, us telling him not to throw his life away?
Yes. How dare we?
Yeah.
How dare we?
Perish the thought.
I want to see greatness. I want to see people be able to play and just stay on the court. That's it. How about we don't do a live, Instagram where you're holding a gun, and then we don't do it again? So simple things. I mean, I don't ask too much anymore with athletes. A little bit of a problem with that. You get on the court, love watching him. Yeah, smart.
And our thing was, this was all self-inflicted. It wasn't like somebody put out a video of him or somebody was sneaking behind his back. He was doing this himself.
Yeah, his boy was doing it. It was like, hey, look at that.
His boy put the phone down to try to help you. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, be careful. He's going to keep receipts here. Who knows what, he's processed or he's been told. And maybe there's other things that happened in fairness to him saying he's keeping receipts. It just, you don't have to tell me you're keeping receipts. You don't. Especially coming back. Hit the game winner. It should be a positive. Man, I love this game. I'm so thankful I get an opportunity to play. I get paid to do this. I mean, these are things that I look at and say, that's sort of logical. Does anybody say to him, hey, when you go into that press conference, you know what? How about some humility there? How about we ease back into it? Not, fire and brimstone and, I'm keeping receipts. But that would have been my approach to it. If I had his ear, I'd go in and say, hey, throw yourself on the mercy of the court here. Not the basketball court, the court of public opinion. Let them talk about how great you are. Try that. But, his approach, I don't know if he's listened to anybody anyway. Yes, Marv.
Is it difficult because we're talking about this, but in regular life, he's 23, 24 years old? Is it difficult for him just to not want to lash out at everybody that's been talking about him? Because I'm sure he lives his life on social media like everyone else at that age. And I'm sure he's been seeing the comments and the hearsay and the commentary from everyone else about his behavior and stuff like that. Do you think that's just one of those things where no matter what somebody said to him, he had to blurt that out and had to say, I was keeping receipts?
I don't understand, what makes him tick. But, once again, I've already said what my approach would be on this. And you would hope by, these last couple of months where he's not playing, that you're doing some, deep dive, understanding who you are. How did you get to this point? Like at some point, you can't be sitting there blaming everybody when you're sitting down for 25 games. You have to go, okay, how about some perspective here? Or somebody help me understand. What am I missing here? But, Dion was, keeping receipts. Robert Saleh keeping receipts. Like, okay. How'd that work out for those two this year? Yes.
Yeah, it's funny because when I first heard and saw the quote last night, I just kind of rolled my eyes, But now the more that we sit here and talk about it, the more I hate it that he said that because it's like, come on, dude. That's not just happy to be back. I appreciate that he gave us the content.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really do. I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
But as that same like humanity part of it, it's like, I don't know what you really learned then if what you took away from this was.
And I think that's really
the haters wrong.
That's the key phrase there. What did you learn during this? And I don't know if somebody asked him that. I would have asked, that would be one of my first questions. What did you learn about you in this time off?
And especially since he got in trouble with all the guns and they were like, hey, don't do the guns thing anymore. And he was like, all right, no problem. And then like a week later, he's on Instagram Live showing guns again. And you're like, dude, they just said to you, don't do that anymore. Is that hard?
Also, it's National Signing Day. Now, if I was a college coach, I wouldn't be bringing in a 17 or 18-year-old. I'd be like, I want to make sure that what I'm getting has already been tested, battle tested. And that's why I would be all over the transfer portal. So you have the transfer portal and National Signing Day on the same day. And you're trying to sort out, wait, they're getting who? Wait, is he coming? He's a fresh, he was at where? So you have almost, play-by-play playing out on, social media here. But you have National Transfer Portal Day of sorts, and then you have it's the official National Signing Day as well. A couple of notes from the NFL. C.J. Stroud is still out. Zach Wilson, according to his mom, hid a concussion.
You can't say it like that.
I know. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it. But it is true. His mom had something on social media, and she talked about how her son got hit. I'll give you the exact wording here, but apparently hit it from the coaches. So Zach's mother, Lisa, shedding some light on her son's concussion.